Tree Resources for Environmental and Economic Sustainability is dedicated to protecting trees. This video is dedicated to the residents of Surfside, Washington, who are dedicated to the preservation and protection of trees in their neighborhoods. They fight to stop the cutting down or topping of trees that damage or limit the tree canopy that protects them. They are joined by millions across the planet who understand the science of the role of trees protecting against climate change. We aim to promote awareness of the importance of trees in mitigating climate change, enhancing biodiversity, and supporting human well-being. We believe that by educating people about the benefits of trees and the threats they face, we can inspire action to protect and conserve them. Through partnerships with local communities, organizations, and governments, we seek to promote sustainable forest management practices and advocate for policies that prioritize the protection and preservation of trees. Our ultimate goal is to ensure that future generations inherit a world where trees continue to thrive and provide essential ecosystem service. Trees are considered the primary weapon against climate change because they absorb carbon dioxide from the atmosphere and release oxygen, which helps to mitigate the effects of greenhouse gas emissions. They also provide habitats for wildlife and help to maintain soil health, making them a critical component in efforts to address climate change and promote economic sustainability. Trees play a crucial role in mitigating the effects of climate change in Pacific coastal regions. One of the primary benefits of trees is their ability to sequester carbon dioxide from the atmosphere. As carbon dioxide is one of the primary greenhouse gases responsible for climate change, reducing its concentration in the atmosphere is crucial. Trees absorb carbon dioxide through the process of photosynthesis, storing the carbon in their trunks, roots, and leaves. In addition to carbon sequestration, trees also release oxygen, which is essential for human and animal survival. By increasing the number of trees in Pacific coastal regions, we can reduce the amount of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere, making a significant impact on slowing the effects of climate change. Another benefit of trees in Pacific coastal regions is their ability to mitigate the effects of natural disasters, such as floods and landslides, which are becoming more frequent and severe due to climate change. Trees act as a natural buffer against these disasters by absorbing excess rainwater, reducing erosion and soil runoff. The roots of trees help to stabilize soil, preventing landslides and other forms of erosion. Additionally, trees can act as windbreaks, reducing the intensity of storms and protecting homes and infrastructure from damage. In areas prone to severe Pacific coast storms, trees can act as a natural barrier, reducing the impact of waves and preventing or reducing damage to coastal communities. Overall, trees play a crucial role in protecting Pacific coastal regions from the worst effects of climate change. Trees play a vital role in fighting climate change as they are one of the most effective natural carbon sinks. Through photosynthesis, trees absorb carbon dioxide from the atmosphere, store the carbon in their biomass, and release oxygen back into the air. In fact, trees can absorb up to 48 pounds of carbon dioxide per year, making them one of the most cost-effective and efficient methods for carbon sequestration. By reducing the amount of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere, trees help to mitigate the effects of climate change, such as rising temperatures and extreme weather. Furthermore, trees can also help to prevent soil erosion, which is a significant contributor to climate change. Trees' root systems help to stabilize the soil, preventing erosion and keeping soil carbon locked in the ground. Additionally, forests play a crucial role in the water cycle, with trees helping to regulate water flow, reducing the risk of flooding and droughts. This helps to maintain healthy ecosystems and habitats for wildlife, which are essential for maintaining biodiversity and supporting human livelihoods. Overall, trees are an essential component in the fight against climate change. They not only absorb carbon dioxide, but also provide a host of other environmental benefits that are crucial for maintaining healthy ecosystems and combating the effects of climate change. Trees play a vital role in protecting critical areas such as lakes, rivers, and oceans from harmful algae blooms. Algae blooms can occur when excess nutrients such as phosphorus and nitrogen enter the water from sources such as agricultural runoff and sewage discharges. When these nutrients enter the water, they can cause an overgrowth of algae, which can have harmful impacts on aquatic life and human health. Algae blooms can contain toxins that some research shows can cause respiratory or neurological problems. Trees help to prevent algae blooms by absorbing and filtering out excess nutrients from the soil, which reduces the amount of nutrients that enter the water. Trees also provide shade, which can reduce water temperatures and limit the growth of certain types of algae. Additionally, trees help to stabilize riverbanks and prevent erosion, which can also help to reduce the amount of sediment and nutrients that enter the water. Overall, the role of trees in protecting critical areas and preventing harmful algae blooms highlights the importance of preserving and maintaining healthy forest ecosystems. Trees play a crucial role in preventing flooding by absorbing and storing water in the soil, thereby reducing the amount of runoff that flows into rivers and streams. When it rains, trees capture and hold the water in their leaves and branches, which reduces the amount of water that reaches the ground. The water that does reach the ground is absorbed by the tree's roots and held in the soil, where it can seep into the ground and recharge aquifers. In addition to absorbing water, trees also help to reduce soil erosion and prevent landslides by holding the soil in place with their roots. This helps to maintain stable slopes and prevent soil from washing into rivers and streams, which can contribute to flooding. Additionally, trees help to regulate the flow of water in rivers and streams by releasing water gradually over time, which reduces the risk of sudden flooding during heavy rainfall events. Overall, the role of trees in preventing flooding highlights the importance of preserving and maintaining healthy forest ecosystems. By protecting forests and planting new trees in areas that are prone to flooding, we can help to reduce the impacts of floods and protect our communities from the devastating effects of extreme weather events. Trees offer a multitude of health benefits to both humans and the environment. One of the most important benefits of trees is their ability to purify the air by absorbing harmful pollutants such as carbon dioxide, sulfur dioxide, and nitrogen dioxide. Trees release oxygen, which is essential for human respiration. Research has shown that exposure to trees in green spaces can reduce the risk of respiratory problems in both children and adults. In fact, one study found that children who lived in tree-lined streets had lower rates of asthma than those who lived on streets with few trees. In addition to their air-purifying properties, trees also have a positive impact on mental health. Studies have found that spending time in nature, including urban green spaces with trees, can reduce stress, improve mood, and enhance cognitive function. Trees can also provide a sense of calm and tranquility, which can be particularly beneficial for those living in urban areas with high levels of noise and pollution. Overall, the health benefits of trees are numerous and far-reaching, making them an essential component of healthy communities and a sustainable environment. Trees can provide significant economic benefits to homeowners, particularly in urban areas. One of the primary economic benefits of trees is their ability to increase property values. Studies have shown that homes with well-maintained and mature trees can sell for up to 20% more than those without any trees. Trees also provide aesthetic benefits, making properties more attractive to potential buyers and renters. In addition to increasing property values, trees can also help to reduce energy costs for homeowners. Trees provide natural shade, which can reduce the amount of heat absorbed by homes in the summer, leading to lower cooling costs. Additionally, trees can help to block wind, providing natural insulation during the winter months and reducing heating costs. These energy savings can be significant, with some studies estimating that trees can reduce energy bills by up to 25%. Overall, trees provide significant economic benefits to homeowners, from increasing property values to reducing energy costs. By investing in trees and maintaining them properly, homeowners can reap these benefits while also contributing to a more sustainable and healthier environment. Trees can play a crucial role in protecting homes from high winds and heavy rains. By breaking the force of strong winds, trees can act as natural windbreaks, reducing the risk of wind damage to homes and other structures. Additionally, trees can help to absorb rainfall, reducing the risk of flooding and erosion. The root systems of trees can also help to stabilize soil and prevent erosion, protecting homes from landslides and mudslides. Furthermore, trees can help to reduce the impact of storms and hurricanes by absorbing excess water and reducing runoff. In areas prone to flooding, planting trees can help to slow the flow of water, allowing it to be absorbed into the ground more slowly and reducing the risk of flash floods. Additionally, trees can help to mitigate the urban heat island effect, which can exacerbate the impact of heat waves and extreme weather events. By providing shade and cooling effects, trees can help to reduce the intensity of heat waves, protecting homes and communities from the negative impacts of extreme heat. By planting and maintaining trees, homeowners can help to mitigate the impact of extreme weather events while also contributing to a more sustainable and healthier environment. There is a difference between large trees versus small trees. Smaller trees less than 15 feet contribute little to tree canopy of carbon capture because their canopy size and leaf surface area are relatively small compared to larger and more mature trees. Trees capture carbon through the process of photosynthesis, which involves using energy from sunlight to convert carbon dioxide into organic matter. The amount of carbon that a tree can capture is largely determined by its size, as larger trees have more leaves and a greater overall surface area for photosynthesis. Small trees that are only 15 feet tall are still relatively young and have not yet reached their full size and potential for carbon capture. They may have a small canopy size and limited leaf surface area, which means they are not yet capable of capturing and storing as much carbon as larger, more mature trees. There are several studies that had examined the relationship between tree size and carbon capture. One study published in the journal Forests in 2016 found that small trees, less than 5 centimeters in diameter at breast height, accounted for only 5% of the carbon stored in the forest canopy, while larger trees, greater than 30 centimeters in diameter, accounted for over 50% of the carbon stored. Another study published in Environmental Science and Technology in 2014 found that younger trees had lower rates of carbon uptake than older trees, and that it could take decades for young trees to reach their maximum carbon uptake potential. Cities may not give tree credits for stormwater for smaller trees less than 15 feet. Portland, Oregon has a tree rebate program for planting trees. The tree must be expected to grow to at least 15 feet tall and 10 feet wide at maturity. These trees may not have as significant an impact on stormwater management or tree canopy as larger trees. Larger trees have more extensive root systems that can absorb more water and reduce stormwater runoff, whereas smaller trees may not have as much capacity to do so. Therefore, cities may prioritize protecting larger trees for stormwater management purposes and contribution to tree canopy. The Washington State Department of Natural Resources is a great agency working across the state to protect our trees and environment from the impacts of a changing climate, increased development, and wildfire. The site contains useful information on tree preservation and efforts by the state of Washington to drive planting of trees in all urban areas to protect against climate change. Cities across the Northwest like Bellingham, Renton, Kirkland, Lacey, Longview, Olympia, Renton, Seattle, Spokane, Tacoma, and Vancouver have researched the science and benefits of trees and are adopting urban forestry plans and programs to protect and preserve trees. The goal is to grow the tree canopy in those cities to benefit all residents. Ordinances have been passed to stop the downing of trees without review or cutting trees to protect views. The residents of Pacific County deserve policies to protect trees that protect us against climate change. We urge the Pacific County's Department of Community Development to understand the benefits of trees and the science behind trees fighting climate change. The Department of Community Development needs to work with the Washington State Department of Natural Resources to stop policies that harm trees and adopt policies to protect them and grow the tree canopy. We need to protect the trees that protect us against climate change. To the residents of Surfside, Washington, you may not have support from local leaders, but you do have the support of millions of environmental supporters and leaders around the world who understand the benefits of trees and forestry programs needed out of the tree canopy around the world.